Hello, this is Karia again, and I have another video for you today. Today I'll be doing a review of this book called it is called Dreams of Dragons and Dragonkin. It retails for $19.99. The current Amazon list price is $17.50, and it is 8.3 inches by 10.7 inches. I would said 8 by 10.5 or something along those lines. That's what I really should have said. But anyway, let's get started. First, I have to thank the publisher for sending me this book for review, and this was sent to me all the way from Australia, which was pretty amazing. I also had a fan send me some colored pencils all the way from Australia as well, and that review is coming up. But I definitely want to thank the publisher for sending me out this book for review. Now, this book has been out for a while. I just found out about it a few weeks ago when I did a different book, and I had a fan suggest this book for me. There's a bunch of reading here. You know I didn't do the reading. You guys know how I am. I didn't do the reading. I definitely do these paragraphs like if I'm doing a specific page, but that's all I do. As you can see, these are single-sided and not perforated. And these are, as the title suggests, dragon based. I'm not really going to focus on this side because this side just tells you the origin of the paper. He does acrylic on watercolor paper, or she does acrylic on watercolor paper. And so these are the actual dragon images, and this is going to be a lot of fun. I'm definitely going to unbind this book though, because I want to do so much of this in colored pencil as well as in mixed media. And usually I will unbind a book if I'm going to do colored pencil because it's just easier for me to do it that way. But you don't have to. It's actually very well done, and it's kind of sad to have to unbind a book like this, but the pages are not perforated. So so if I want to take the pages out to work on them, that's kind of what I got to do. But that's just me. A lot of people will just work on the pages here, and these are, as I said, single-sided, and the opposite page will give you information on this page. So this one tells you about this image. This one tells you about this image. I really like the images. The only thing that I would have to say is that it's clear that some of these were made for a much larger piece of much larger sheets. So like, for example, this is made for let's say 12 by 17. And then you can see that in some cases that causes a problem because you have some really fine details. Now this is not as bad as some pages, but I just want to show you that the detail does get really fine in some cases. In other cases it's fine, but in some cases I feel like, you know, just so you know that the detail does get pretty high. And you see it most, I think, in the, oh, here it is. Here's a page that has it. If you can see here, you can see that that detail over there is a little bit fine. So, I mean, that's not really going to be a problem for me because I'll probably just do it as one section. But some people might have a problem with how fine that detail is. So, just so you know. But this is a really thick paper. It does take watercolor pencil as well as watercolor paint, but it's not like watercolor paper. So you won't be able to do heavy washes on this. But if you want to do some very light washes, you know, like one way to do it would be to do a layer of watercolor and then go over it with pencil for your fine details, with colored pencil, or with some kind of dry media over the watercolor to get a to get on the fine details. Now some of these images, especially this one, reminds me a little bit of the I don't want to say a cult, but it kind of is. It kind of that is kind of what it reminds me of. So these images definitely may not be for everybody. But I definitely enjoyed some of them. The one with the dragon and the horn was a little bit too much for me. So that one I probably won't do, but you know, for the rest of these, they just kind of, you know, it's for me, it's fine. But I know some people, this may not be for you. So there's that. But I did want to share you this. This is just a little page that I did. Now I did these with Daniel Smith. There is a Daniel Smith review coming up. This was done with Daniel Smith, but this green over here was done with watercolor pencil. Because I do have a watercolor pencil review coming on Tuesday. I think if I can get it done in time. So there's that. But I want to show you the four. I really like these little images, but in this case, let me show you here too. You'll see it a lot here too. Look at these tiny details. So that may not be for everybody. I mean, it's not, you know, it's not overwhelming, and it's not the whole thing that's like that, but you know, just keep in mind so that you know, so you know like what the details are, and so you're aware in case this is a little bit too much for you. But this is a really good book. I love the paper thickness here. I love the style of having one page be blank and then the other page gives you information. But it is a, you know, it is a little bit pricier. The Amazon price, as I said, is $17.56. So I know for a lot of people that's a bit much to spend on one coloring book. But I personally love this, and I personally will definitely, you know, get a lot of use out of this. Are those real? Oh my god, I just noticed the nipples. I can't. I did not notice that at all. I think that's the first coloring book review that I've done that had exposed female nipples. I mean, I'm not, you know, like, it doesn't bother me or anything, but I didn't notice it before. If I'd noticed it before, I probably would have, you know, warned you guys in advance, but I didn't notice, so my bad. Because I know some people said they watch these videos with their kids, so my bad on that, because I did not realize that was there. But overall, these are really good pictures, and this is a lot of this is an interesting book. Like I said, there's a lot of surprises here that I necessarily wasn't expecting at first. So there's that. But overall, this is sorry about that. Overall, this is a really interesting book. A lot of these animals feel to me like they're dragons and something else. Like, so this is like a wolf, dragon, bird type thing is what I think here. But that could just be me. And of course, since I didn't read the notes, that could very well be the intent there. This is the owl, deer, I want to say like owl, deer, lizard kind of thing. Anyway, so a lot of the pages are like that. The animals are sort of very much like a amalgamation of several different animals. And that's it. Ooh, sorry about that. So this is the publisher, and then the final page. So there's no test page here. The pages aren't perforated, but you know, if you're cool with it, and I know a lot of people who do color pencil and they don't pull the pages out. So if that's, you know, if that's your style, then this book is going to be, you know, it's going to be fine for you. So overall, I really enjoyed this book. It's a lot of surprises here. And there's a lot of things that, you know, you sort of don't see overall when you start. I do like the fact that they have a completed page here, and then they have some samples of like half of what, you know, what the actual artist, the original artwork looked like, and then the line art at the bottom, so you can see some options as to how to color different things. This is the one that I did. I did this one a little bit different, and I did not notice that this was here. So this will probably help me to put in the final details of the ones that I did. Anyway, I really like this book, and I thank you guys so much for watching. And don't forget to come back on Tuesday for the review of the my review of the Caran d'Ache Super Color, and that's coming on Tuesday if I can get my act together. And since now that I've promised it to you, then I definitely have to get my act together. All right, I will see you guys later. Thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and don't forget to wait for the video of Stewie, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.